Welcome again to the Philippines Evangelical Theological Seminary, and we're now on the Master of Divinity lecture on Christian ethics. Uh, Today we'll deal about our logo. The logo of kita nyo to, yung logo may ano dyan, mayroong motto. Yung logo natin, basahin nyo nga kung mabasa nyo. Mark 16.
Hindi mo klaro, Pastor.
Di maklaro pandamay ka na. Di gyud. Mark 16:15. Preach holistic gospel. Kindly write it down on your notes. Preach holistic gospel. Mark 16:15. Kindly write it down on your notes. That's our topic for Christian ethics, this class session. So Mark 16:15 is part of the Great Commission, though. Yes. Go to the world and preach the good news to all people. Okay, just like in Matthew 28:19 and 20. But this Mark 16:15 is distinct, has a distinct message compared to Matthew 28:19 and 20. Why? Because of this. The gospel for the omne creature. Omne creature means all creatures, all creation. Okay? The gospel is not only for humans. Mabaguhan kayo dito, you will wrestle a bit of articulating the gospel. Because totally, when we use the Bible, we use it anthropocentrically. Or we are human-centered. Tao lang talaga tayo ng proclamation eh. But in this online seminary, the Philippines Evangelical Theological Seminary, as you will, nasa student handbook, tingnan nyo yung logo natin, yung emblem. Nakalagay yung motto natin dyan. Preach holistic gospel. Holistic is a keyword in systematic theology. Because in systematic theology, arguments here aren't fragmented. Arguments here are holistic. You always include the whole, the coherent whole. So the proclamation of the gospel isn't only for human beings. You can even preach even to the stones and rocks and hills and mountains and trees and birds and rivers, oceans, sand. Let me read to you a passage. This is my book. I wrote it as my dissertation at Boston University School of Theology. Martin Luther's Ethics of Creation and Morality of Nature. Okay, meron lang akong basahin. Sandali. The Gospel for Omni Creature. Anong meaning ng Omni Creature? All,
All creation.
that's right. All creation or all creatures. So, hindi lang tao. Lahat. Lahat. No? Akala nyo yung mga bato, hindi buhay yan. Buhay yan. Yung mga rocks, mga mountains. Sabi dito, ah, sabi ni Martin Luther, I will read it to you, right? Sandali. Sabi niya, there is no need, therefore, of commenting on the text, Mark 16:15, as some have done it, and saying that omne creature, or all creatures, means only a man or a human. But it shall be cried out before the whole creation. Should be the whole creation. Alam niyo si Saint Francis, yung pagmamahal niya sa nature, hindi siya hindi siya environmentalist, siya? Ecologist or nature lover. Lalapit sa kanya yung mga ibon, dadapo sa kanya rito dahil yung aura niya, love niya kasi ganun tayo pag love natin ang nature, lalapit kahit wild. Yung isang batang yung batang 1 year old na makalakad, may nakitang video sa YouTube, batang maliit, 1 year old, naglalakad sa meadow, biglang may dumating na mga deer, lumapit sa kanya yung deer, yung maliit pa na deer. Pero kung taong malaki, grown up, tatakbo yung deer, yung usa. Yes, because children loves nature. Ayaw nga nilang ipaihaw yung yung manok. Iiyak sila, pati aso kung ihawin mo yung aso, manok, pato, gansa, iiyak yan sila. No, no, don't kill them. Ganon yung mga may passion talaga sa other creatures. Tayo wala tayong pakialam eh. No? So that the earth shall not have a nook or corner into which it shall not penetrate before the last day, sabi niya. So, ethics is community. Parang sinabi mo rin, if you talk of ethics, you talk of community. So, meron talagang community ethics. It's not only your family, it's not only your church members, but it's the whole earth community. Remember that. Always bear that in mind. That community is earth. It should not exclude non-human beings. So we proclaim good news of salvation not only to humans, but to non-human beings as well. So we give concern to the earth community. And what we believe in this is, we should make a strict learning about this, that we shall not make the center of creation are only the human beings. Let's set aside that. The center of attention in ethics is community, especially earth community that includes every creature, omne creature, all creation, all creatures. Kung naituro lang sana ito noon, pagiging Kristiyano natin na born again tayo, wala, hindi na tayo magsisira ng ng mga gubat. We will not exploit the rivers, the oceans, the mountains, because that's our upbringing. We ought to love not only humans, but the whole earth community. Okay? So that's the essence of Mark 16:15. Earth community is also the biotic community, meaning the center of ethics is about life because the earth has life. When we see biotic, bio means life. So it's a biotic community or earth community. The gospel is not only centered to human beings, it's the whole earth community, it's the whole biotic community. Hindi sana ganito ang mundo, sirang-sira. Noong unang panahon, wala talagang flood. When you see a strong rain, there's a mountain like Sierra Madre or the Mount Apu Ranges here in Magpet, Kidapawan, Makilala, Bansalan, Davao. Pag umulan, the rainwater will just simply absorbed by the forest. Wala na pupunta sa lowland. Pero ngayon, wow, kape na may gatas ang kulay ng mga ilog. Flash floods all over because of the vices of greed, pride, acquisitiveness. Para tayong mga unggoy na they are always just taking things for themselves. They're not sharing like Bonhoeffer's ethics that we are persons for others. Tayo ay person for myself. Yun ang ating ethics talaga. Person for my family, for my own comfort zone. No. Ethics is there is always a person for others, a sacrifice for others. So let me articulate the word community, all right? Community means common. We are in common. We always deal with what we have in common, all right? Hindi yung akin lang ito, sa'yo yan. That's not community. Kaya nga yung communism galing dyan eh. We have everything in common. Walang marami, pantay-pantay tayo. Kaganda. What a world this would be. If man and woman can see community, what a world this would be. Everyone is in common. In community, everyone is sharing. Everyone is not only sharing, but everyone is caring. That's community. When there is no caring and sharing, that's not community. That's not ethics. But in community, there are struggles, there are pains, but there are also joys. There are victories in community, but there are defeats in community. That's not a community that has no defeats or that has no struggles, pains, isn't a community at all. Okay, we share that pain. We care about that pain, about that joy, about that struggle. So, normal, may unity. Pero iba yung upbringing talaga natin. Masyado tayong na self-centeredness na vice. Kalaban ng community yan. Hindi yan ethics. Unahin mo muna ang iyong pamilya, unahin mo muna yung sarili. That's not the kind of ethics that is best to make this world a better place. You are a sacrifice for others. Kaya nga nagko-corruption ang buong Pilipinas ngayon. Ayaw nila magsakripisyo. Gusto nila talaga may sariling Royce Rolls, may magandang kotse. Gusto nila may sarili silang jet
Rolls
plane.
Royce.
Ayaw nilang sumakay sa mga jumbo jet. Gusto may sarili silang jet plane. They don't want to sacrifice. They always want to acquire for themselves, for their families, for their own. And Jesus told us, anyone who will not hate his own family, his own wife, his own sister or brother or child doesn't deserve to be called my disciple. Parang sinabi niya lang, if you're not ready to become a sacrifice for others, you're not my disciple. It's the essence of community. Community is sacrifice. Community is sacrifice, I tell you. Without sacrifice in the community, it's not a community at all. And the one that binds everyone is the community, which is wrapped up with love, wrapped up with compassion, forgiveness. And this community is shaped by moral life, and this is ethics. And community is at the very heart of Christian faith itself. No? Community equals Christian faith. Because if you have faith, you are a sacrifice for others. Take away sacrifice for others, that's not Christian faith. Hindi pa magiging Kristiyano, hayahay? Di ba merong FM station, hayahay, radyo hayahay. No, community is not always hayahay. Community has struggles, defeats, joys, victories, struggles. We need to experience this in order for us to be caring, sharing, to have everything in common, to be a sacrifice. That's the essence of Christian faith community. And this is also the core of ethics. Because ethics is Earth community. It's not only human beings. When I talk of community, it's not only for human beings. Kaya tayo ng mga pastor, pag nagbibisita tayo, wag lang yung tao, pati yung mga aso nila, pusa. Pansinin nyo naman, kaya halatang halata ka, pag nagbibisita ka, kinakahulan ka, kinakagat ka kasi paminsan-minsan ka lang nagbibisita, tamad ka kasi, kaya hindi mo kilala yung kanilang mga aso, pusa. Halata na naggaganon na yung buntot ng aso. Yes, because you love not only human beings, you love their pets, you love their livestock, you also love their trees, their garden, the place where they live, their home. What is wrong with the gospel class? It's only being preached to human beings. That's very anthropocentric, human-centered gospel. Hindi tayo ganon sa pets. We preach holistic gospel. The coherent whole. Okay. What else? And, community is part of creation. Community is part of creation. Community is not created by human beings. No. It's part of nature. Tapos na yun. Kasi merong mga beavers, squirrels, rats, may mga birds, creeping insects. You know the beauty of community? It's the ecological balance. If we distort this ecological balance, we become so sick. May epidemic pag kaya huwag kang mainis sa lamok. Part yan ng ecological balance eh. Pag dumami ang lamok, meaning their predator was instinct. Kailangan ma-maintain yun. Huwag mong papatayin yung predator ng prey. Because as part of the consuming community and generating community. The predator-prey relationship. Yun ang ecological balance. Pag nasira yan, tao naman lang talaga ang sumisira ng community, Earth community, hanggang ngayon. Walang kaalam-alam mga tao sa ecological balance na kung walang ecological balance, we become so sick. Madali na tayong magkasipon, magkaubo. Kaya nga, merong epidemic ng ubo ngayon eh. Sipon. Makukuha mo yan kahit saan. Merong member namin ng church, pag nagsimba sila, ilabas yung kanilang baby. Pag uwi, grabe, ubo at sipon. Allergy na siya sa walang ecological balance na environment sa mundo. Sa pagkasira ng kagandahan, ng hangin, ng tubig. Airborne yan lahat, nakukuha natin na virus eh. And in community class, remember this? Who could still remember this lecture of ours? Poco Christus. Little Christ. Not all in the community are Christians, okay? In the community, it's a diverse community. Huwag mo sabihin, Kristiyano yan lahat. No. Hindi na, pag-preach natin sa mga ibon, sa mga other creatures, we're relating our energy to them because we love them. We can create the world like a heaven if we reciprocate with non-human beings. If they are well protected, they are well loved, they are well preserved, they are not distorted at all. So, those who are doing this are called little Christ. Christians are little Christs. Yung ginagawa ni Kristo. That what Christ was doing in the community. Okay? The Bible was written as a result of community. It's a lot of stories. Alam niyo ba ang Bible, maraming ano diyan. Ay, isa pa pala rito, Colossians. Saan na ba 'yun? Kalimutan ko. Teka, sandali ah. Ano ba 'yun? Saan na ba 'yun? Gospel for. Meron pang isa eh. Tingnan ko nga. Colossians 1 ba 'yun? Let me just wait a minute. I'll find something here. Colossians 1:23. Okay, write down on your notes. So it's Mark 16:15 and Colossians 1:23. I'll read it to you. If you continue, Pastor Jonah D, pakibasa nga Colossians 1:23. Pastor Jonah D, pakibasa nga Colossians 1:23. Kung may Tagalog ka dyan, mas
Pollution.
mabuti.
Feeling. Wait lang. Ayos natin.
Chapter 1, verse 23, Colossians.
Chapter 1, verse 23.
Yes.
Tagalog po. Tagalog.
Tagalog, okay, go. Kung kayo magpapatuloy, ganun kaya yung simula niyan?
1:23. Wait lang. Pakipag
Oh,
20.
nawala yung page?
Subalit kailangan
Yan.
Bakit kailangan ninyong manatiling
Manatili ang ginamit. Okay, go. Sa
tapat at
pananampalataya.
matatag sa inyong pananampalataya at huwag pabayaang mawala ang pag-asang dulot ng magandang balita na
Okay.
inyong narinig. Niloob ng Diyos na kung si Pablo ay maging tagapangaral ng magandang balita ito na pinapahayag sa lahat ng tao sa buong daigdig. 20.
Maganda yung ano, maganda yung binasa ni Pastor Johnny D sa atin. Kasi yung translation na yon na binasa niya, wala sa original na Griego. Actually, class, I'll be looking for a professor that will teach you sandali lang during summer ng Greek language, okay? Because ang New Testament natin ay Greek. Yung pag-translate nila sa Tagalog, tingnan nyo gaano kaano talaga ang mga tao na imbis sabihin nila every creature ang sinabi lahat ng tao. Sana nakalagay roon sa Bible ni Pastor Jonah nilikha.
Hmm.
Lahat ng nilikha. Hindi, nakalagay doon, tao talaga.
Ah,
That's not the original Greek. Because the original Greek is proclaim it to every creature under heaven. Pero ginamit na talaga dyan, tao, para tao lang talaga ma-proclaim. Yung ebanghelyo, no.
mhm.
Omni creature. All creation. Alright? Huwag nating kalimutan talaga yan, ha? Ngayon, the gospel
Oh,
for omni creature. All creation or all creatures. Kasi malaking mensahe ito, bakit sirang-sira na ang ating mundo, ang ating earth community. The gospel has been only used. Salvation is only used for human beings. It's not the whole preach holistic gospel. Yun ang ating ano don't forget. Mark 16:15. That's the core of PETS, Philippines Evangelical Theological Seminary. Huwag niyong kalimutan yan. Minsan, magpa-t-shirt printing tayo. Padalhan natin ng mga estudyante. Yung logo natin. Yung logo nila, basahin nyo doon sa student handbook, merong articulation sa ating logo. Bakit kulay blue? Bakit may cross? Bakit may hugis ng internet? Bakit may mundo? May mga meaning yan. And you should learn how to articulate even our simple logo sa pets. Nasa student handbook yan. So i-promise ko na naman, lalabas yan sa final exam. Articulated. Okay, articulated. And lastly, explain ko lang bakit tinawag itong Earth community na Mother Earth, okay? Bakit hindi Father Earth? Ito, inanalyze ko lang ito wala to sa libro, inanalyze ko lang ito. Bakit tinawag na Mother Earth? Hindi pwedeng Father Earth. Ang mga babae, may mga likas sa babae na wala sa atin. Una yung kanilang monthly menstruation. Renewal. There is renewal always on planet Earth. Nagre-renew yan. There is always a new beginning, a renewal of everything. Yung dugo ng mga babae, nilalabas nila, chini-change, linalabas yung marumi, rini-renew. Kailangan ilabas yung marumi. Otherwise, magiging mayoma yan, magiging cancer. Pangalawa, babae lamang ang nagbubuntis. Only women are generating life. Men couldn't do that to generate life. So Mother Earth is in a sense, why it's called Mother Earth? Because of its regenerating character. Nagre-regenerate ng buhay, mamamatay,
Yes.
meron na namang mabubuhay. And lastly, meron sila mga mamariglan. Tayo, wala tayong suso eh. Meron sila mga mamari, meron talaga silang nurturing character. The Mother Earth has a nurturing character. So, okay, kuha nyo na yun. That's the gospel for omni creature. Okay? Questions? Any questions, class?
May question ako, Pastor.
Sige.
Di ba ang meaning sa gospel is about salvation? So,
O, ang gospel, evangelion, good news of salvation. Good
yes,
news of
salvation.
redemption, ganyan.
So, why gospel of all creatures? So, meaning, nung na-fall ba ang human, kasali ba yung all creatures, mga plants, mga lahat, lahat ng creatures?
Yung sinasabi mo, merong ano eh, merong, yung sin, merong effect. Yung sin, mag-i-effect yan sa innocence. Mag-i-effect yan. Pero wag mo silang sabihin culprit. They will always be affected of your sin. So mga plants, mga trees, mountains, if we have a cruelty, especially if we have the vice of always acquiring for ourselves, maapektuhan yung mga innocents. Pero wag mong sila sabihin sila ang culprit. No. Pag gano'n ang theology natin, hindi maganda yon. Nag-suffer sila sa sin, not because of their sin, but they are part of the suffering because of sin sa mga culprits. So magandang mensahe yan. Bakit natin itigil ang kasalanan? Dahil maraming naapektuhan ng mga inosente. At ang number one na inosente, yung mahal na mahal mo. It's not directed to you. So part talaga yung whole plan of salvation, hindi pwedeng ihiwalay mo yung mga non-humans sa total plan of salvation. Kasali yan talaga sila kasi the problem of evil is they're part of the creation na mas marami sa kanila inosente. Katulad ng ating mga anak na mga bata, mga baby na walang kaalam-alam pero nasasali sila sa ating kasalanan. That's why there are culprits, there are innocents. And one of these innocents are the non-human beings. Every one of them. Yan ang message natin ng The Gospel of Omni Creaturae. It will teach us to extend our love not just to human beings, but to non-human beings. Diyan sana tayo mako-convert na tayo maging ecologist, na tayo maging nature lover. Lahat sana ng tao ganyan, hindi lang, ay okay kay environmentalist ka. No, we are called to be environmentalist or ecologist or nature lovers. Yan ang design ng Panginoon sa tao. Hindi na sabing born again ka, born again just for humans. I-cruel ka sa non-humans. It doesn't legitimize your being born again. Kasi ang born again ay kind, yung fruits of the Holy Spirit, gentle. Pag cruel, hindi na gentle yun. Di ba? Hindi na goodness yun pag cruel ka sa non-humans. That's a good question. Are they part also of, yung nagkasala rin ba sila? They are the vulnerables, the defenseless. Kaya kailangan tayo na moral beings tayo eh. Hindi sila moral beings. Idepensa natin sila. Tulad ba ng mga anak natin na mga inosente, protektahan natin sila sa mga child abuse. Yes, because they're defenseless. Okay. Are you satisfied? May follow-up question ka?
Wala na, Pastor.
Okay. Pastor, magsalita ka naman dyan, Pastor Gary. Do you think, Pastor Gary, you regard yourself as cruel to non-human creation? Cruel ka ba?
Sometimes, Doc.
Tama, maganda lahat tayo. Sometimes talaga sa parang sinabi natin ba, God is good all the time. We are good not all the time.
That's all the time.
Yun ang sagot. Sabihin natin, we are good not all the time, but God is good all the time. That's a good answer because only God is good all the time. Tayo hindi all the time we are good. Jesus corrected the rich young ruler. Hey, hey, don't call me good. God alone is good. Aminin natin, cruel talaga tayo sa non-human beings. Pero yun ang design ng Panginoon. Let's not be cruel. It should be gentle, good to them. Ano pa ba yung mga doon? Let's be patient. Yung nine fruits of the Spirit, Galatians 22:23, chapter 5.
Paano kung harmful na ang other creatures?
Naging harmful sila dahil dinisturbo natin yung ecological balance. Halimbawa, mapansin nyo, panahon ng tigmais, bakit dumami ang mga ilaga? Dumami ang ilaga, naging peste na sila kasi wala yun ang kanilang predator. Magbigay nga kayo ng predator ng ilaga.
Eagle.
Oh, pero kukunti lang makain ng igil. Yung malaki, yung malaki, yung malaki.
Snakes.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Pati sawa
Yeah,
ng
no.
Ilocanon. Ano yung sawa ng Ilocano? Kalimutan ko na yun.
Sawa.
San sa Bisaya.
Kinakain ng mga halas, mga bitin ng mga ilaga. Gipangaon sa Ilocano ang mga sawa. Lami mangud sila maglutog sawa. Kani pong mga tao nga kusog mukaon, sige pog pa wala nang daghan ang ilaga, gipangawon ang mga mais. That's distortion of the ecological balance. You distorted or destroyed the prey and predator relationship. Wala na guba. Nganong nidaghan ang lamok? Hastod nagkadinggi-dinggi ta. Unsay predator sa lamok?
Palaka.
Palaka o sa daghan na ba? Gagamba,
Mm.
kulisap,
Bird.
bird, kay wala mong gud taga dili man to mapalanggaon sa mga kuan gud oy mga non-human beings mo nang ay
Tuko.
suko na ning mga lamok sa ilan ang kadaghan wala na mukaon sa ila imbalance na kayo mo nang pag overpopulated ang usa ka species they become pest. Sabi nga ni Bertao Marcelo, maalala mo ba si Bertao Marcelo? Mabuti pa ang peste, nagkaisi-isi. Ako ere, na piste-piste. Tapos na baliktad ang sitwasyon. Ang piste, nagkapiste-piste, ako ere, paisi-isi. Yun dapat. Dapat ang peste, magkapeste-peste. Para tayo, magandang ating kalusugan. Easy-easy. Una, non-human being na siya.
Maingay ah.
Nag-remind sa ato ang it reminds us. It really reminds us that they are
Alarm.
part of our lives. They are part of our lives because kailangan yung body heat nila, kailangan natin sa atmosphere. No, may ano talaga yan, mayroong dynamics ang earth community. Kaya minsan dumarami na Alam niyo ang tao pag overpopulated, magulo ang tao. Pag overpopulated na ang tao. Ano bang predator ng tao?
Virus.
Mga microorganisms 'yan. Yung mga malalaki na mga pating, mga ganyan, kinakain din ng tao eh. Isang predator ng tao, mga vehicular accident. Kaya maganda, ano lang, hindi rin talaga maganda yung napakaraming anak, yung hindi mo na sila tulad sa isang community, there is caring, there is sharing. Yun. Pastor Sam,
Yes po.
in what way minsan nagiging cruel ka sa non-human beings? In what way? Na you are unconscious that you are cruel to them. Wait,
Kailangan ko
Pagkagugulat.
ano?
Pagkagugulat.
Okay.
Minsan, nagugulat ka eh. Siyempre, bigla mo lang naiba yung tama eh. Nahahawi mo agad eh.
Oo.
Minsan, or nakakapag, ano ka ng ibang statement, kahit paano, be a part na yung creation. Ay, sabi nga kanina na, pag minahal mo ang mga kapaligiran mo, nagbigay din to ng nagbibigay to ng ah yung ano sa iyo, yung good and beautiful sa
Tama
iyong
yan.
pakiramdam.
Yung
Pag
pakiramdam
makipag
kasi ng malusog na tao, masayahin. Kasi kung meron kang dinaramdam, wala, hindi ka masayahin. Mahirap pang magtawa, wala ka sa mood. And the participation of these non-human beings or non-human creatures, meron lang tayong meron tayong reciprocity, yung kahoy, binibigay yan, oxygen tayo, carbon ang kailangan niya rin. exchange yan ng energy. Tapos puputulin lang natin just for our own sake. Hindi pa tayo mag-replant. Mag-replant tayo. Katulad ng mga indigenous communities, they have rituals for cutting and replanting.
Hmm.
Sila pwedeng mag-cut kung walang i-replant. And that's the reciprocity. Hihingi sila ng kapatawaran sa kahoy na puputulin nila. And then they will replenish it with another seedling. Just to replenish it na may nawala. Meron namang rebirth. Ganon.
Actually, naging cruel ako ngayong gabi.
Inano mo siya kasi.
Ah, yung puno kasi ng langka dito sa bahay, may dalawang bahay ng putyokan. Ah,
Mm.
ano ko,
Sinunog.
sinusunog ko na tapos ito na pinalakihan ko talaga, nilagyan ko ng maraming dahon na
O para talagang total
tama.
murder talaga.
Oh. Kaya
Nasunog.
nasunog yung bahay ng putyoka na dalawa, pati yung nadamay pa yung inosente na puno ng langka. Pati yung niyog, nagliyab yung sa taas ng niyog eh.
Mm.
Kasi kaya ako na itanong kanina na halimbawa harmful na kasi ang putyokan harmful yan eh pag kahit hindi mo mangangagat yan kahit hindi mo ma
Sundan.
Maniwala ba kayo sa Magandang tanong yun ah. Maniwala ba kayo sa bee charmer?
merong yan sa
Pero mga snake charmer, yung magaling silang manghuli. Yung mga, lalo yung mga kumukuha ng mga honey,
mm,
tapang nila. Pero ano kaya, iba silang klaseng tao ba? Parang friends sila ng mga bees. Nakakagatin sana sila pero hindi ko ma-explain talaga yan.
dumadapo pa sa mukha nila.
Oo, tama talaga yan. Mga bee charmer, yun. Yan bang putsukan? Wala bang honey yan?
Wala.
So may mga
Mag
bee na walang honey.
mag-itlog lang yan. Tapos magpadami.
Okay. Alright, dito mo lang recording.